Hello and good morning to everybody. Hope you guys are doing good today. I'm gonna have a new video here for you, and it's gonna be about your config folder and your auto-exec and what you should probably have in it for now. Since it is a beta, it's gonna change. You will probably be able to do FPS configs later on, but right now you can't. So I just have the bare minimums of what you guys really want in your config. So if you've never made a config folder before, all the auto config is doing is it's a group of commands that you put in here that you want to make sure that execute every time you enter the game. I don't know if they fixed the bug where you can actually go in here and add the command exe autoconfig.cfg. What that does is it goes ahead and executes this config, since the config folder is automatically executed every time you open the game. So as of right now, unfortunately, you have to go into your developer console and type in exe autoconfig to make sure it execs. So now let's go back over here. So these are commands that I use. I will have a link so you guys can download it in the video, so you guys don't have to sit here and type it out. First things first, in this config I have buy commands. The buy commands are going to be what you want to use if you hate the menu to buy your guns. So you can sit here and you can go through and edit all these and bind it however you want. These are going to be your reposition models for your gun. So the ones that I have here is going to make it look more like source and 1.6 models. Because in CSGO it takes up a lot of your screen and the actual view of what you're looking at. So I like to have it more like 1.6. That's the game I'm accustomed to. So then this is going to be your removes the shifting of the arms. So like in Call of Duty, when you go to, let's say, crouch or look left or look right, your gun moves with it. I don't like it, so I went ahead and took it off. And same thing with this. This makes your weapon bob back and forth while you're running, and I took that off as well. So if you like these, just go ahead and change the value to 1 and you'll be okay. Now the biggest things here are the rates. These are the rates that I use. I think these are the best rates that you can use to get the best registration. Other players agree with me that have played the beta so far, and this is what the default registration is for everybody, or the default rates that everybody has been using. Then lastly, you have your HUD commands here. That you want to set. Everybody's like the HUD commands. The HUD scaling actually just makes it a little bit bigger. So now let's move on to in-game so I can show you guys if you don't want to do any of this. If you just want to type in commands into console, I'll show you guys how to do that. So I got to pause the video real quick and we'll be back. Hello, and we are back again. Sorry for the little video cut there. So this is going to be the section where I show you how to use your developer console. First thing first, go to game settings and make sure it's on. This is where it's going to be located at, and you're going to want it to say yes. And then this is the key you need to use to open it up. So it's the tilde key, or the squiggly line that is on your left hand side of the keyboard, as everybody would like to say. So press it and it'll open up the console so you can edit commands. And then first thing, let's do net_graph and set it to 1. What that does is bring down your graph here, so it shows you your lerp, your FPS, your ping, and all that fun stuff. To get lerp down to 9.8, there's a few rates and commands that you guys need to set, because you do want it as low as possible if you want good registration. So if you don't want to download my auto config, that's fine. Just go ahead and make sure you have these rates set. The rates are going to be CL_interp, and you're going to want to change that to 0. So we'll go ahead and auto pick what it needs to be at, and then you want to do CL_interp ratio 1. Those are the best two interp commands that I have found, and those are the values that they are best at. Next, which is CL_CMD rate. You want to keep that default from what CSGO has. I want to say it's 102.4000002, and same thing goes for update rate. You want to keep it the same. Valve went ahead and already set it there, so just leave it. That's perfectly fine. Some people like to do 101 and cap it. That's fine as well. Lastly, you want to do a command called rate. I like setting it at 30. If you want, you can do 2500, which I believe 1.6 runs at. And I forget what source runs at. I want to say source runs at 25 and 30 as well, as what most people use. Next, let's talk about how you're going to execute your config folder. You're going to type in exec space autoconfig. and then press enter, and that will execute everything in your auto config. Whenever you start up your game, make sure you do type that. I don't know if Valve fixed the bug yet where you can actually set it in your config folder, so if anybody knows, just let me know. Put it in the comments below. And I believe that is it. Actually, one more thing. If you guys ever need to find a command, or you want to see if there's a command available, let's say you want to find a command for HDR. In this game, normally it's under mat underscore commands, and I want to say mat stands for materials. I could be wrong, I'm not really sure. But type in mat underscore, and let's say you think it's going to be under HDR, try it. Okay, well, there's HDR enabled, and if you try setting this to 0, it doesn't work. It doesn't actually do anything from what I know of, even if SV Cheats is on. So I know that doesn't work. What I found was it's mat underscore post process. This actually takes out all the post processing commands like HDR and some fog. So you want to go ahead and set that to 0, but once again, you can only use this with cheats on. So if you wanted to go on a server and mess around and see what it looks like, you just type in SV underscore cheats 1. While you are in game, and then if I went back into this again, it went ahead and took it off. So that is pretty much it. I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below and I'll try and get to you guys. So have a nice day.